will get recorded tonight. I got it. Okay. So welcome to week 4. Our lesson today is called Step Up to Breakfast and Menu Planning. So what we're going to cover today, we are all going to make a week's worth of meals to include breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're going to discuss the benefits of eating breakfast, and we're going to read a nutrition label and make healthy choices based on the information given. So the handouts that you should have are the weekly menu planner, as well as the Power Up with Breakfast. We showed 2 videos from dinner tonight, and again, we'll send those out in the weekly email so that you can have those recipes as well as ingredients. The sound doesn't come across super well when we're all on, so we will send those. And then I want to share something for fun for Halloween. So let me share my screen. I want to tell you guys first why I showed this. A lot of people can live in moderation. I'm not one of those people, so I wanted to find one of the some fun recipes, but that are not sugar candy based. So I'm going to show you some other cute options. Let me know when you guys can see that.
I can see it.
Okay, so these are just some nutritious treats in a fun way. Again, lots of us have things at work or at school. So these are some fun little treats that you can make. I got this from This Healthy Table. I think they're cute because they have the eyes and the pumpkin seeds and cheese and peanut butter. So you can make it how you like, but just a simple, fun idea if you're going to bring something. I thought these were super cute too. Really easy, just the little candy eyeballs and the little cheese. Of course, you can make anything spooky by throwing a little skeleton hand on it. I mean, otherwise, you can just choose what you like. Some sort of cheese. This looks like a brie. So some kind of cheese, fruit, meat, seeds. So you can use My Plate to make a charcuterie board. Fruit salads are always great. So if you have some cookie cutters, you can make some cute shapes with it. It's just a fun way to bring a little liveliness. Veggies. So this source of the source was This Healthy Table, and so it had ranch. One of the ranch ideas that people really enjoy is if you get a fat-free Greek yogurt and you can put the ranch packet in there, seasoning packet in there. People really like that. So you have less fat, more protein, and it tastes really great. It's thick, so it's really nice. That's a cute one. Roasted veggies. You can make these with beets or potatoes. Super easy. These ones I really want to try. Mummy pizzas. I thought those were really cute with the eyeballs. You can use any crust that you want. So you could use a whole wheat tortilla. You could use, gosh, what have we made the crust with? Eggplant. You could make it with whatever crust you want. And then, of course, just whatever toppings, but the eyes are really cute with the black and green olives. Look, y'all, I got tired of making them all individual. So here's a few all on one page. Your little witch with your chips and carrots and guacamole. These look like a protein ball with some pretzels. Of course, just veggies in the shape of a pumpkin. And then this is a tortilla with like just a sandwich wrap, but in it with a tortilla with little Frankenstein. So those are just some fun, different ideas that you could use for Halloween if you so wanted to. Okay, Would anyone make any of those? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely. We're cute.
Thank you. All right. So going back to what we've covered already, let's go back over some of our goals and how the weeks have been going. Does anyone have a success story they'd like to share? Or challenges too?
So one of my ladies over here, she is down 2 pounds. I am not that lady this week. So, but she's doing great. And I don't know if anybody else is bragging. Nope, nobody else. Okay.
So let's dive into that because I want to focus on more of the behaviors and the actions that get you there versus just the number on the scale. So what is it that she's doing that's making a difference? Is it walking? Is it reading a nutrition label? Is it paying attention to serving sizes? What is it?
She is avoiding donuts. She works at the EMS station. I assume they have donuts there on a regular basis, and she quit doing that. I know, and you're right, Lynn. If I were to be writing down my food like I know I'm supposed to, I sent out an email to my ladies and I said, yep, this is the week where I usually start messing up, and I quit, keeping track of stuff, and it's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's just vegetables. It's just this. It's like, yeah.
Right. So, and that's where we want to just focus on the actions, right? And then the outcomes will come from those positive small actions. So building baby steps. Patricia, were you going to say something?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I know that I went the other day to a friend of mine was in town, and it was her mom's birthday, and her neighbor had made a homemade chocolate cake, and the chocolate just penetrated my nostrils, and I was like, but I didn't get a slice, even though I know I can, as long as I count it or measure it or whatever my calories, but I ended up just having a bowl of watermelon. So, and I was fine. I was fine.
Good
and
for
if
you.
we're bragging, I did do my measurements, and I've lost 3 inches.
Good for you.
My
That's
waist,
awesome.
so.
All those actions are giving you good results. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Anyone else? All right. So how about challenges? Who's having a challenge that they're willing to share?
We got crickets over here. So.
All right, so I'll share one of my challenges. Again, writing things down can be a challenge. I recognize that when I do write it down, it's much easier the next day. So that's one of mine. And then another one is when I had written down all of and I had a plan, but then my son made me something. And so that wasn't on my plan, and I didn't want to say no, so I ate off my plan, which again is fine, right? Life happens, but that's a challenge for me is when someone wants to share something with you that you love. And so it's just a balance with that.
Well, I also have, sorry, I got one for me. I mean, I get off schedule real often, and I know one of my goals is to try to eat before 6:30. Well, I mean, last week I was home one day before 6:30, and the meals weren't made, so it didn't happen. And I know things go better for me if I do that. So that my challenge is my schedule.
Yeah. Was someone else going to say something? I saw a purple light. Okay. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how meal planning can help with your nutrition goals and help you prioritize eating healthy. So we're going to talk about meal planning and the importance of it, as well as breakfast and why breakfast is important. So for many of us, stress happens around those meal times, whether we have children or, like you said, you're tired, you get home, you got off schedule, and dinner's not made. So then you know, may not have the energy, or there's lots of reasons, right? So we may grab something, or we may just eat something else that's readily accessible. So today we are going to ask, and I would love for you guys to share, how easy is it for you to plan your meals for yourself and your family? Is that something, an easy task, or is that a difficult task for you?
So I'll share. I don't find it difficult. What I find difficult is staying consistent with it. So I'll do really good for several weeks, and then I just fall off the wagon, and it takes me a while to get back on.
Sure.
So that's what I have. That's what my challenge is with.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that.
Our vote is 5 difficult over here.
Okay. And why is it difficult? Is it because there's multiple people, or challenges with schedules?
Okay, mine is the challenge with the schedule, and that, but nobody else gave me a reason.
I think it's
One single, and she says it just, there's just no point for her in doing it. Is that what you meant? The-
difficult because
The
food
ma-
is
the other ones, it's the other, I'm sorry, Boogie, it's the other one, it's the husband.
I think it's difficult because food is so readily available to us all the time, no matter where we're at. So why plan ahead when I can go grab or whatever? And mostly because of scheduling, but it's so readily available to us, not necessarily nutritious food, but food in general.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have those answers. I know most of us can relate to all of them. How often during the week are you planning your meals in advance? Anyone?
Never.
I hear
I
laughter.
got one never over here. 2 nevers.
I plan mine on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I plan it on Sunday, and then I usually meal prep it on Sunday for the week.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll talk through some of those challenges, and please bring them back up as we start to make a menu for the week, because maybe we can work through some of those to help ourselves and each other. So I want to talk about breakfast. We're going to talk about all the meals, right? But we're going to talk about breakfast and why it's so important. So the reason we're talking about that first is because multiple studies have found that 25 to 30% of adults skip breakfast. And according to the American Heart Association, people who skip breakfast are more likely to be overweight or obese, have diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, not get recommended amounts of important nutrients, and eat more calories and sugars throughout the rest of the day. So what are your guys' thoughts on those statistics?
I never used to eat breakfast, but now I know that not eating breakfast and then waiting till 12 or 1 to eat was probably not a smart thing to do.
Did you feel okay when you weren't eating breakfast?
It's yes, because I'd gotten so used to it. Like on Saturdays, sometimes I'll wake up and I just have stuff to do, and it's before I know it, it's 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything.
Wow. Anyone else have thoughts on those statistics? Do they make sense? Do they seem weird or wrong, or?
Makes a lot of sense.
So one of the ways that it's been explained is to think of your breakfast is just breaking the fast. So while you're sleeping, you know, after you eat the last thing for the evening, and then while you're sleeping, you're technically fasting. And so the first thing you eat is breaking your fast, right? So it doesn't have to be at a certain time. Everyone can choose what feels best for them. Some of us eat right when we wake up, and others may not eat until 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's whatever feels right for you, but that is still your breakfast. But the way it's been explained to me is that think of your metabolism like a fireplace. So as you go to bed, there's embers. And so if you don't add any more fuel to it or stir it up, what's going to happen? That fire is going to go out, right? Exactly. So that's why it's super important that what we do eat for breakfast, whatever we break that fast with, is something nutritious, is something that's going to give us energy. It's going to help our heart, help our bones stay strong. So the idea is to make a breakfast with at least 2 components of MyPlate. So I strategically put this in view so you could have a picture of MyPlate. So I want to think of some ways together of some ideas that you guys might want to eat for breakfast, and then we can put a plan together just so you have some different ideas, because I know some of us are okay with eating the same thing every day and others get really bored and they don't want to eat the same thing. So let's come up with some ideas. So what are some things that you can think of low cost and nutritious that you could eat for breakfast with 2 components of MyPlate?
Beans.
Which,
Oh,
so
I don't
a
think.
fat-free- I'm sorry.
Okay, Karen, I'm gonna let you go first. Everyone, I love that everyone wants to participate.
Okay, so I will eat a fat-free grilled cheese sandwich, and that gets me pretty good. Try not to put too much butter on the outside or none at all. And then B said fruit and oatmeal.
Okay. Boogie, what'd you say? You were muted.
So egg cups that have vegetables and another meat in them.
Yeah, I like those. We have another one, whole wheat toast with peanut butter and half banana. Yeah, that's awesome. You're getting 3 components of MyPlate right there, and it's going to sustain you. So remember, the whole wheat is going to give you the fiber and the vitamins and nutrients. Your peanut butter has some healthy fats as well as protein in it, and then of course your banana is going to have the energy and the nutrients in it as well. Okay, so we're going to get to. I'm going to fill in this PDF. So, and let me share my screen. I just clicked over and didn't share. Let's do this. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna type this in because, is that big enough for you? Or is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Bigger is better, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we wanna do, why is that not working? Wheat tortilla, banana. Oh, that's okay. And what I missed, peanut butter. Okay. So give me another day. What did you say? Egg cups? Will you share how you make those?
So mix up eggs or egg whites and a low-fat meat, maybe turkey, bacon that you've already cooked, and break that up in there. And then any vegetables, spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms, and then bake them in the oven and then put them in the refrigerator.
I love those.
It may be one of our recipes this week, I'm thinking.
Okay, perfect.
Do you think that'll work in the microwave? I mean, I used to make scrambled eggs in the microwave, and that was
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Karen, you now have a mission for the week. I want you to try that out and let me know how it goes.
I'm not crazy about eggs much anymore, though.
Oh,
um,
okay.
they're already prepared ones at your HEB. I mean, They're probably more high in fat and calories, but I mean,
And-
if they can do it, you can do it.
Yep, and sodium.
Yes, for sure. All right, somebody give me another breakfast before we go to lunch and dinner.
What, you don't like my grilled cheese sandwich?
Sure.
Low fat cheese. It's basically cheese toast. I mean, you just put, some toast on it, or you can use those whole wheat tortillas too, and put cheese on it, and the low fat or no fat, and got a quesadilla there.
Can we add some fruit?
On the side, yeah, as an extra, yeah, or you could add, tomatoes actually even to the sandwich.
Could we add spinach
Yes.
and mushrooms to it?
Of course, because recipes are just suggestions. You can do
That
whatever you
is right.
Love it.
All right.
Yes.
All right, someone else give me a Thursday breakfast. What's Thursday?
I sometimes on just like if I don't have time to sit there and make breakfast, I don't know as far as costly, but it's the Jimmy Dean Delights. It's
Okay.
a turkey sausage bowl, and it comes with its egg whites. It's scrambled egg whites with turkey sausage, and it's got some potatoes and a light cheese in it. And I think the entire thing is only about 240 calories. And so I just have that with a slice of, have y'all tried Dave's Killer Bread?
Mhm.
Love that. Love that stuff. Just with a slice of toast.
Okay. Yeah, I love these kind of breakfast bowls, and definitely that's good that you found something that works for you. I just encourage everyone again to always look at the nutrition facts label, because sometimes we think we're grabbing something really great, and then we look at the nutrition facts label and we find that it has more than what we want. So, but you can always create, if there's something that you love, we can always work with it and create it at home with our own ingredients that we like. So that there's, a lower fat sausage, like you said, the turkey sausage, or you can use egg whites, or, chop up the potatoes. And then when we do that at home, we can cook once and eat, multiple times. So that's another thing that's really helpful once we get organized to be able to do that. All right. Friday.
He said oatmeal. She was talking
Oatmeal.
about eating oatmeal. So overnight oats, or what kind of oatmeal do you eat? Regular oatmeal is what she eats.
Okay. What
But
do we want to
overnight-
eat with our oatmeal?
What do you put in? She put some fruit in there, berries,
Perfect.
and fat-free milk. You like it creamy?
Okay. That sounds great. Milk. Okay. So we have 2 more days. What else? Saturday.
Whole wheat pancake.
Those pancakes looked pretty good earlier.
They do, right?
Those are Greek yogurt and blueberry pancakes.
Okay. And we'll send that out. Let me rephrase. Blueberry. Okay.
Avocado toast was mentioned over here.
Yes, those are my people right there. Apparently I can't spell avocado.
Avocado.
Thank goodness for spell check. So I love avocado toast with a runny egg. How else do you guys eat your avocado toast? Or what with it?
She was saying boiled egg, but egg of any kind. Make a choice.
We've got 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. All right, you guys, let's help each other come up with lunch. So man, you guys went through those breakfast ideas fast. Okay, so what are some lunch ideas? Again, we want to have 2 to 3 components of my plate. So do most of you take lunches to work? Can we think of maybe some that are easy to take with us?
Salads are always easy to throw together. The night
Salad?
before, a spring mix with about 3 ounces of grilled chicken and
Yeah,
assorted veggies, maybe some feta cheese.
sure. That sounds delicious. Y'all, this is going to make me really hungry, I'm sure. I'm going to be ready to eat after we talk about all this. Okay, so that's a great day. What else? We're on Tuesday now.
Did you hear B? She said a sandwich
No, I
on,
didn't hear.
she said a sandwich on whole grain, whole wheat bread. What kind of sandwich? Turkey. Turkey again. Chicken.
Let's add
You want
some,
cheese on it? Lettuce, tomato, pickle, onions.
A Subway sandwich.
So basically a Subway sandwich, just not with any mayonnaise and low fat.
just made from home and a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about Wednesday? Maybe we could add a fruit to this. 1, 2. Well, everyone has their option. Okay, Wednesday.
Mindy put veggie burger with guacamole on a whole wheat sandwich thin.
Veggie burger, guac.
You could save calories wrapping
those-
that burger in Bib lettuce.
Say that again?
I said you could save your calories by wrapping that burger on Bib lettuce.
Yes, that's
Instead of
always
bun.
nice too. Absolutely. We need a couple more days, y'all.
I'm always big about leftovers, so maybe we need to have dinner so we know what the leftover is the next day.
You got it. Let's go to dinner. Tonight's dinner, what are we doing? Monday's always a leftover day for me because I never feel like cooking on Monday night.
I'm gonna make a turkey chili with sweet potato tonight for dinner. Chopped turkey. I mean, it's lean turkey and it has diced sweet potato in it.
Okay. That sounds great.
B
You can
said,
put some lentils.
and B said taco soup with lentils instead of meat or
Mhm.
and along with meat, along with meat.
Okay.
It gets some more of that fiber in there.
Yeah, however you want to make your taco soup, that's awesome. So then you want to put that for our, like a lunch?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Wednesday dinner.
Lisa's on here and she eats salmon all the time.
Yeah, that's so funny. That was what I was just about to put in here. I was just about to say my favorite is salmon and roasted veggies. All right. Come on, everyone, I feel like most people have their 4 or 5 staples that they generally eat for dinner. Have we covered all of your staples? How about?
Chicken fajitas.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Have your whole.
Can we talk about tortilla size?
Sure, go ahead.
So if you look at the serving sizes, some of the tortillas are literally bigger than your head. That's going to be at least 2 servings, possibly 3, right? So if you can, look for the smaller ones or maybe not eat all of the tortilla. Just pay attention to this size. Some of them are monstrous. Chicken fajita, so we'll have a tortilla, right?
Yep, and pico de gallo, she said, and what else did you say? Avocado. Yep, and maybe lettuce and tomato.
Sure.
And beans on the side.
So we all apparently really like avocado. Let's have a friendly reminder of serving size of an avocado is generally 2 tablespoons. Sorry
I
to
know
break
that's
ladies.
depressing.
And we can have it, right? We just need to make sure that we're not eating the whole thing.
About how many servings of do you think you can get out of a small avocado with that being two? It's about a quarter of a small avocado.
Probably of a small avocado. Yeah. All right. So we have chicken fajitas. Spaghetti's a staple in my house because I still have a young son. I don't know if you guys eat spaghetti still. I'm trying to think of other staples that are really quick and easy.
See, and boiled shrimp is really quick and easy for me at my house, and I mean we have it often. So I do a shrimp boil. I can throw it all in one pot, and I add all kinds of vegetables to it. And so, you know, and I make my own seasoning, so I don't have a lot of salt in it either.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, boiled shrimp, some veggies. All right, we got 2 more dinners. What you got?
B said baked chicken.
That's
B's
a-
all talking about food over here. She's making me hungry.
right. Baked chicken. What are we gonna eat with our chicken?
Rice and
Brown rice
roasted
and roasted veggies
Nice.
and a piece of fruit and a glass of milk. Hit them all 5.
Boom. All right, well, you're gonna have to stick that in there. I ran out of room. Okay. And Sunday dinner. What's a Sunday dinner?
Pork
White-
tenderloin, barbecue.
Okay. So should we put some leftovers in here so we don't have to make something new every day? How many of you don't like leftovers? You guys are all
Donna
good.
said if it wasn't for leftovers, she would have starved to death as a kid. Maybe I
I'm
shouldn't
with
say
you.
their names.
Yeah, I am with you. I love leftovers. I've met a lot of people who don't care for them and don't want them. You know, so that's a challenge that each individual is going to have to face. But it's good that everyone here likes leftovers because you can, again, cook once and eat multiple times. So Saturday, you know, whenever you're home and you can cook, that'll be a good day. So we can that's a good day to cook and then save some. And you can freeze it or put it in the fridge. Sunday lunch, Sunday brunch. So then we still have snacks, right? So everyone is going to be a little bit different as far as 1, what your preference is with snacks, and 2, with how you're fitting your calorie goals in. So if you know that you have 1,800 calories, you can look at what you're eating and get down to that. If that's the step that you're on. If you're at this stage where you're like, hey, I'm just trying to get a vegetable in, that's fine. Focus on your goals. Again, everyone's going to have different goals and be in a different position. So snacks, what are some, let's just get some good ideas for snacks. That way, in case anyone wants to have a new idea.
I just,
Lisa?
go ahead.
So we can go with a boiled egg is a good one with maybe a string cheese.
Patricia had something. but I was waiting for her.
Oh, before I used to eat a whole bag of microwave popcorn, and not the good one, but I've found I think it's by Angie's. It's that Chickaboom Pop or something. And I actually found a light one, and so
Yeah.
3 cups is like maybe 120 calories for 3 cups.
That's wonderful. And when you have a bigger plate, it feels good, or a bigger bowl.
Right.
It's sometimes nice to have that versus, 6 almonds and some grapes. But, I mean, it just depends on what your preference is, but that's another good one. Karen, what were you going to say?
Well, B said nuts, that you could have, she had said walnuts, but, almonds, nuts. And then I was gonna, of course, hummus, adding some fiber in there with some vegetables.
That's awesome.
Or a Greek, a yogurt dip with some vegetables.
Yep.
The dinner tonight fruit dip is really good with apple slices or bananas.
Yep.
I'll put that link in the chat.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and when I say hummus, I don't usually mean the bot stuff, because they add a lot of fat to that. I mean, hummus is basically mashed up beans, so if you can make them without adding the fat, then you're gonna lose some calories there, and so it tastes just as good.
Yeah, right? All right, so we have some ideas here. Oh, I guess I could stop sharing. All right, so we went through and made a plan. Does that help everyone kind of have an idea of how, just give you some other ideas to where you could make your own plan for the week?
Mm-hmm.
So some other tips, start by thinking of what you have at home. Again, we're trying to use what we have and be cost effective. So think of what you have at home. Think about when you can prep. So like someone said, they tend to prep on Sundays. I don't want to do anything on Sundays. So for me, I have a couple days during the week where I'll make a couple extra meals. I'll make it out large so everyone can have leftovers. But everyone's going to have a different schedule, right? So think about when you can plan your meals. And even if you're one person, you are important, right? Your nutrition and your health is important. So maybe you can come up with a variety of meals that you enjoy, or maybe if you have a friend, you guys can trade, right? Leftovers help the amount of food waste that we have. So, or you can bring home. You can bring something home. If you do go out to eat, you can bring half of that home. So I think that's it. We just wanted to do that, and then we'll send the email out and give you those extra recipes. Do you guys have any other comments, questions? Okay.
Nope, thank you.
Absolutely. How many have received, well, how many of you that wanted to did the paperwork and received your blood pressure cuff, scale, and accelerometer?
I
I
have.
have not. I haven't.
Okay. What's your name? All I see is phone number.
Unless it's on the porch today when I get home.
Okay. What's your name?
Sandy Benavides.
Okay. I can double check for you too.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Got it.
Julie sent out letters late this afternoon about who she sent out, and I've got 2 of mine that got sent out today.
Awesome. Okay.
This is Lisa. I haven't received it, but I signed up late, so.
Okay. We can check too. So now we've figured out how to get the tracking labels, or we can figure out where we're at in the process. So we will be working on that, so we can check. So if there's anybody else that wanted to do it that hasn't received it, please let us know. That way we can check on it, or let you know, hey, you need to do this one more step. All right, Karen, Boogie, you have anything else? All right, you guys, we will see you next week. So your challenge this week is to continue with your physical activity goal and then see if you can create your meal plan to help you this week. Okay?
Thanks.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thank you.
See you
Bye,
later.
guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.